Aquarius, hello and welcome to Gena Moon. This is your new timeline reading. So for those of you guys who are used to your weekly reading, this is going to be like your weekly reading. But we are already shifting into timeline readings based on your current frequency. We will check out how your past energies have influenced your present energy and how your present frequency is being anchored, where it's being anchored, where is it resonating. Okay, what is it that you're broadcasting basically in this present moment based on the way that your life looks. And then we're also going to look into your future. That will be your future self, because your future self is already communicating with your present self. So we're going to see what's going on in the future and also any opportunities coming towards you that you might want to be aware of. We will also look into any challenges, okay, that might be kind of holding you back, or you holding yourself back in some kind of way, shape, or form. All right, so if you want to watch the link to the extended, you can watch that link down in the description box below. In the extended is where we dive deeper into this entire reading, the other person's energies as well, okay, if you are dealing with somebody as well. And personal readings link is also down there. Let's jump in. We're starting off with your dominant energy. And you're starting with the dominant energy of the drumroll. Okay, interesting. Now, I've noticed that ever since I started these types of readings, or mentioning the whole idea of timelines, a lot of people tend to get very triggered. Okay, so it's okay. You can comment down below if you feel triggered, because triggering energy means that there's something that triggered you because it did resonate. There was some kind of coherence, but your 3D self, that part of you that is still kind of stuck in the 3D realm, was not ready to hear it. So that's all it is, okay? But you have here none other than illusions. And that's why I was preparing you, because, when it comes to talking about illusions, people like to live in their own little bubble, their own little world, their own little illusion. Okay, as we all do, we have our own perspective. And so a lot of times when this energy shows up as your dominant energy, that means that there's a part of you with illusions, okay, having to do with illusions, that is communicating one thing, and then there's another part of you that wants another. So there's like a split happening here. Now, as you can see on this image, there's a woman, and she's wearing those glasses. What are they called? You can let me know in the comments below. It's like those glasses where you go to the movie theater, and if you want to watch those movies that are, what are they, like 3D, right? 3D. So where you see the dinosaur coming towards you. You feel like the dinosaur's right in front of you. Anyway, the 3D glasses, maybe they are called that. She has popcorn there, okay, enjoying the illusion of this 3D reality. So right off the bat, you are literally getting confirmation that this 3D reality isn't as solid, isn't as real, even though it may feel that way. Okay, so it's like you're enjoying it, but she still has the glasses on, and she's looking at a 3D movie, which means that she's not really seeing herself, situations, people around her, the way that they really are. And you also have here the number 43. How does that number resonate for you? The number 43, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the number 7 is all about you starting to receive downloads from the universe, from your spirit guides, okay, God, source energy, your guides and angels, whatever it is that you believe in. You're going to start sensing things that may not be all that logical. Okay, you can't explain them on a logical level. you might be feeling like that is an illusion. So right now, what this is saying, and we haven't even read this, okay? But what I'm sensing here for you guys is that what you cannot see is what's actually real. And what you can see is what's the illusion. Okay, so let's see. You have here, be careful of drama and falseness. Being deceived by appearances or people. Extreme emotions and idealizing a situation and or avoiding a difficult truth. So there's some kind of situation happening or about to happen in your life where you cannot really trust, like I said, what's there, what's in front of you, what's tangible, what you're seeing. You're telling yourself, well, if I can see it, then I do believe it. But what this is saying is, not right now, not this week. Right now, this week, even if you think you're going crazy, like you might be hearing voices, you might be sensing different things, you might be getting these messages that you don't even know what they mean, what they're, where they're coming from. You might be even feeling different sensations and energies, right? You feel like the presence of something or someone, then you look and nobody's there. Or you see synchronicities, repetitive numbers, and you're like, oh my God, am I going crazy, right? So you try to like anchor yourself back in the 3D when the universe source energy is trying to take you to this other realm, this other timeline. And that is what I'm saying when I talk about timelines, right? It's like this future version of you that you cannot actually see right now yet. You're already feeling the sensations. You're already feeling the desires, the energies that future version of you is communicating to you, with you in this present moment. So be careful of the dramas and the falseness. Be careful of the dramas that are in front of you that might just try to trigger you to go back into that old cycle, that old memory of the past. If some of you guys are already ascending to a higher frequency, being deceived by appearances or people. So be careful with people, situations around you. I feel that a lot of you guys will be feeling a lot of heightened emotions, something that for you may not be that normal. It may not be that usual. And you might call yourself crazy. Yeah, right now, you know what? Everybody's going crazy. Okay, I mean, if you ask me, I'm not even really here. I'm barely here, okay? So don't be hard on yourself. But, I will say this. It comes with truth. There's something here that's trying to reveal the truth to you. And what I'm talking about when I say there's kind of like two versions of you working here, okay? There's like this past, present type of version of you that is trying to already go into your future. But right now, the energies are so dense that these past energies don't want to crumble. They're resisting, and therefore, they're triggering you. They will be creating drama, chaos, heightened emotions within you so that you do not, in a sense, take that leap of faith into this other version of you, this other timeline. Now, it does come with a message. It says here, my obsessive thinking got the best of me. I allowed my emotions and others to control and dictate my actions towards our situation or connection. I finally understand I need to trust my own intuition. So whether this is a love situation for you, career, family, friends, money, whatever it is, because it's a general reading, you can take the reading in whatever area of your life this resonates in, pertains to. But right now, don't become so obsessed, overthinking, using your headspace so much. Right now is a very important and crucial time for you to start listening to your intuition, that gut feeling, that gut instinct. Yes, those repetitive numbers that you see where you feel like you're going crazy. What does everything mean? The symbols, the dreams that you're having, the sensations that you're feeling, right? If you start kind of like all of a sudden smelling different scents that you've never smelled before, and you're like, where is that coming from, right? What is that? What is that smell? What is that sensation ringing in your ear? I mean, all these sensations, befriend them. Don't push them away. Don't overthink it, because I see here that there will be people, situations, even energies that you cannot see there that are going to try to take you back to that version of you that keeps getting triggered. Okay, so of course, if you are dealing with another person, there's somebody here who is literally giving you that message where this person, allowed other people to dictate their emotions, allowed other people to dictate, how they view you, and there was some kind of a disconnect. But finally, somebody's understanding to trust their intuition. But for a lot of you, this is your reading. So this is you. Trust your intuition. Don't get triggered by what other people are saying. Okay, so go with what you feel. Now, let's jump right into your past, present, future position, what's coming towards you, your challenge, and how to overcome that challenge, and any opportunities that are coming your way. Now, if you have not yet subscribed to the channel, make sure that you subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, and of course, comment down below. But more importantly than anything else, give this video a thumbs up, like the video. Why? Because it really helps me and it helps the channel, since right now there's a lot of changes going on in the algorithm. So you also let me know that you are indeed enjoying these readings. So give this video a thumbs up. All right, now I do see a few signs coming through the reading. Ooh, okay. Well, before we get into that, I want to prepare you, okay? If you get triggered very easily, and if you are not ready for truths, you can go ahead and start exiting the channel. You can go ahead and click out of the channel, okay? Because otherwise, I do expect some people to comment down below, maybe telling me off. It's okay. I don't care. I don't take it personally, right? That's your perspective. But like I said, if you do get triggered, because I am seeing, we're going to go deep. We're going to go really deep into this reading based on the energies that I'm already feeling, seeing all around during this time. And again, either you open up to something new, or if you just want a reader to tell you exactly what you want to hear, I'm afraid that this is not going to be the reading for you. Okay, let's jump right in. You could be dealing with the sign of Sagittarius. I see Capricorn coming through as well. Virgo, Pisces. Whatever other sign of the zodiac, does not necessarily have to be any of these, but let's start off with the bottom of the deck. You have here none other than the devil. What's going on? What's happening? I don't like seeing you in this situation, this position. I mean, yeah, there's, these two, that might be a couple. This might be a love situation. This might be with your family member, with your friend, career, person, whoever this is. But this is something that is already toxic, okay? And the universe is saying, you don't want to look at this. You haven't been wanting to look at it because you would rather stay in the illusion that it's okay. It's fine. Everything is fine. When you know that it's not. Now, when the devil shows up, especially when it's at the bottom of the deck, that means that there's something very, very toxic that you have been justifying. Okay, you have excuses as to why you have to remain in this situation, connection with a family member, with a friend, stuck to a partner, whoever, whatever this is. Okay. And for those of you guys who are not in a relationship like that with somebody, how is it that you are self-sabotaging? Okay. Where is it in your life that you are self-sabotaging? Because you are. There is some kind of self-sabotaging behavior that you are directly connected with, to, whether it's between you and you. But there is a version of you that wants out. You want out. And there's this other version of you that's holding on for dear life. Okay? There's some kind of void within someone that feels like this situation keeps filling up the void. Like, oh, no, you know what? I'd rather just, go back to that toxic job, that toxic situation, keep doing this same thing that I already know is not fulfilling me, right? It's not fulfilling you. It's definitely not creating any kind of fulfillment, but there's an illusion here. You're trapped in an illusion, thinking that this situation is bringing you stability when it's not. Now, we're going to be going deeper into that, but again, I don't like seeing you in that position for many reasons, and we'll talk about it. But in your challenge position, you have the Six of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles. So your challenge right now has to do with some kind of a disconnect. Okay, you're missing somebody or you're missing something from the past. There's this kind of energy of reminiscing about the good old days, reminiscing about this past person, or reminiscing or missing someone, something. There was some kind of, and perhaps for some, there still is some kind of healthy connection on the surface. Everything looks like it's fine, right? Everything looks like it's fine, but it's not. And the Six of Cups here in this position is basically saying that you already know that there is a disconnect. You already know that there's something off with the picture, and or for some of you guys, there is something here related to you not being able to release something from the past, whether it's from a past lifetime. It could be from your ancestors or lineage, right? This can also be when you were a child, or from a connection, from a past connection. I do see kindred souls, kindred spirits, but again, there is some kind of challenge there. For some, it could be as basic as you miss someone from the past, okay, or you keep reminiscing about the past, that kind of thing. I see that right now. There's a very slow-moving energy, okay? There's a very slow-moving energy, and that energy pertains to you. It belongs to you. Now, what I am seeing here is that you keep kind of like doing these things on the surface, but you're avoiding doing the one thing that you actually need to do. Like, take that first step. Like I'll give you an example. Let's say, for example, you want to start a new business. Okay. And you don't really have much experience, expertise, etc. So you keep studying, and you're watching videos to get more information. You ask people, and it's like, it's never ending. This phase, the first phase of learning about it, doing the research, etc. And this is saying you are literally blocking off your path, your progress, because you're not taking that first step forward. Something within you is just kind of holding you back. You're overthinking it. You're making sure, it's like, it's fine. You always want to make sure that you're taking the right steps forward. You want to do the research, fine. But not to the point where you're holding yourself back and you're kind of making up excuses as to why you're not starting that thing yet, or why you're not sending that message, or why you're not, putting yourself out there, or whatever the case may be. It's that first step that you are avoiding because of fear, because you don't feel like you're good enough, because you feel like you still need time, whatever it is. But I feel like you are the one that's holding back this process. Of course, if you are dealing with somebody, for those of you guys who are dealing with another person, that just means that there's a situation here that is very slow in coming. I mean, it's literally dragging. It's like a snail. Okay, it's like a snail dragging, itself. It's just so damn slow. And I'm feeling that the universe is telling you, take that leap of faith, take that first step forward, make the moves, who knows, maybe file the legal paperwork, finally sign the document, whatever it is. And you have here also clarifying that priority. Someone here is making something that is very important just an option. It's kind of like that one thing that you actually have to do. You keep putting it on the back burner. You're like, oh, I'll get to that tomorrow. I'll get to that tomorrow. And it's like subconsciously you're procrastinating because you're afraid, because maybe you've never done this before, but it's like you keep putting it on the back burner and you have to start prioritizing it. For some, you may not be prioritizing yourself. Now you have here, you are no longer an option. I am making you a priority. Actions now match their words. Somebody here keeps making promises, not delivering on those promises. Again, for some, it could be vice versa. Take the reading however it resonates. You might be putting a person on the back burner. You might be saying, okay, you know what? I'm just going to, take care of that tomorrow. Or I don't have time for love. I don't have time for family. I don't have time for this. I don't have time for that person. And I feel that there's something here where you keep making promises and you're not really taking that first step forward. If this is between you and you keep making promises about this thing, this career, this project that you want to pursue, this idea, whatever it is, and you're not placing yourself as a priority and you're taking care of everything else, everybody else's responsibilities, and everything else, that doesn't even matter except for that one thing that you actually have to prioritize. Okay? Now, we're going to be going into that in a little bit to see more so about what that is, but let me know in the comments below how this all resonates for you already. Remember, it has to do with illusions. Some kind of illusion keeps holding you back. Now, I do see here also in the recent past. Remember, for a lot of you guys, this is past energies. We're talking about frequencies. We're talking about timelines. Some kind of situation in the past, energies, your frequency from the past, and how that frequency from the past got you to where you are right now, okay, in the present moment, which we will be going into the present in just a little bit. So in the recent past, you have here the Seven of Swords, the Hermit, and the Queen of Wands. Of course. So deception, lies, deceit. Where in your life, in the recent past, did you lie to yourself? Because you lied to yourself. You wanted to keep the illusion going. There was some kind of energy there where it kept telling you, like, no, you have to do it this way, right? But I feel like there was two versions of you in the recent past, and those two versions of you could no longer coexist. But you kept kind of like pushing for it. Okay, like convincing yourself, no, everything is fine. So with the Seven of Swords, there was some kind of deceit, there was some kind of lies, there was some kind of sneaky behavior. For others of you, this could be you not wanting to take responsibility. Okay, you not wanting to take responsibility for something here that wasn't working. It was kind of like trying to bypass something. It's like that spiritual bypass, right? It's kind of like taking the shortcut. I'm going to go about it this way instead. Running away from something that you have to face, right? That kind of thing. Again, if this is not you, this could be someone that you were dealing with. Now, I feel that at some point in the recent past, this energy actually took you to a place in your life where you actually were forced to isolate. It's almost where you couldn't even take it anymore, all these lies, this deceit, even if it was with yourself, between you and you. But I see here that with the Hermit, there was some kind of isolation. Some kind of isolation, being on your own, being by yourself, asking yourself those deeper questions about life. And it did bring a lot of wisdom. Now, this, for some of you guys, could have been pertaining to a person here who you were very attracted to. There was a lot of passion, a lot of attraction here. I'm seeing here that also this could have been pertaining to a situation where, again, if this is between you and you, the universe was kind of like helping you tap back into who you are, okay, or who you were, but that you were kind of like out of touch with. Because I feel that there was something here that you were doing where you were kind of dimming your light. You were dimming your own light in some kind of way, shape, or form. Now, I see here that watching is showing up in the reading. Checking on your social media has become a new daily habit of theirs. So somebody here was stalking the other person, checking social media, too concerned about, again, the superficial things that didn't really matter. And I feel that there could have been some kind of triggering energy. Something triggered you into doing deeper research, and or somebody here, you felt like you were being watched by someone. Now, let me know in the comments below what that's all about. In your present energies right now, the frequency that you are currently anchoring is the High Priestess, the Five of Swords, and the Three of Wands. So yeah, right now I see that the universe is saying you've got to open up to listening to your intuition, okay? There's some kind of energy where there has been silence, there has been secrets, things that maybe you haven't really expressed, revealed. Or if this is a person that you're dealing with, this person might come across as very quiet, not really saying much, but again, like I said, this is your reading. So I feel like there's something here related to you listening to your intuition right now in this present moment, because there's some kind of unresolved issue. If this disagreement hasn't yet happened, there's a disagreement, okay, that is happening right now in your present moment. And this disagreement has to do with somebody's ego getting in the way. Somebody's ego is getting in the way, causing this disagreement, but whoever's ego is the one, creating this drama, or creating this type of energy of disagreement, okay, is not happy. I don't see that this person is very happy. I'm also sensing here that it's going to be a time for you to take a step back, and I feel like you are taking a step back from the situation. If there's some kind of disagreement, what this is saying is take a step back and instead watch what the universe brings to you as far as signs, blessings, synchronicities, because there's something here coming towards you, but don't use your logical mind. You've got to be attuned to it. You've got to, be anchored in the energy of being present in order for you to receive those messages. So I do see here that, again, some blessings are coming in, and the universe is saying, try not to go into petty arguments with people who just want to trigger you because that feeds their ego. And if this is you, don't go in that direction. Communication. Expect a message soon. Someone wants to express how much they truly miss you. Whether this is you holding back on communicating with somebody, or somebody here holding back on communicating with you. Only you know which side of this you are on. But the communication is going to be opening up. Okay? Again, whether this is you knowing this intuitively, this is, I've been wanting to say something, or whether you're like, nope, I've said enough and I'm waiting for the communication to come to me. Now, in your future energies, this is your future self speaking to you directly right now. And it's also your opportunities. This is your future self. You have here the Hangman, the Two of Wands, and the Knight of Wands. So I see that in the near future, you will be trying to control a situation. You're going to try to control the outcome. But what the universe is saying is, release control and surrender. A lot of times people don't understand the meaning of surrender because they feel like, or they think like, it's quitting. It's not. It's just surrendering to the circumstances that are going to happen whether you try to control them or not. So the universe is saying surrender. Okay, surrender to the chaos. Because by surrendering, you will be able to not only gain a better, higher perspective about the situation. It's kind of like, would you rather go into the battlefield where it's like all the chaos? Or would you rather go up to the top of the mountain and watch to see what your next move needs to be? So there's something here related to you taking a little bit of a step back to see the bigger picture, and you will be gaining some kind of enlightenment, some kind of eureka moment. There it is. Now I've got it. That's what was happening. That's why this was happening, and this is what I have to do now. So you will be getting some kind of clarity. You're going to start seeing a situation from a completely different perspective. And I will say, for a lot of you guys, because you are dealing with an illusion, when you finally take off those glasses, you're like, oh wow. That monster wasn't real. It wasn't really in front of me. It was just on the screen, right? You will not be psychologically prepared for that shift in perspective, right? Because there's some kind of role that you have been feeling like you've been playing for a while, or a role that somebody here has been playing for a while, right? It's like that, this woman watching that 3D film. Then all of a sudden you take off the glasses and you're like, oh my gosh, why was I so afraid? What was I so afraid of? I was overthinking. You even laugh at yourself after, right? So allow this process to unfold in this way. And I do see here that in the near future, you're going to start planning something for your future. I'm seeing here that you're going to start anchoring your frequency in such a way where you're going to start kind of like almost seeing, the benefit of you doing this, like taking that step back to see that person in a different light, to see the situation in a different way. I'm also seeing here that you're going to start feeling more alive. You're going to start feeling more in tune with yourself. That spark that a lot of you guys feel like is missing, or where did it go? You're going to start feeling it. You're going to start feeling excited about life. You're going to start feeling like, okay, this is, and I'm looking at the time right now, it's 3:33. So if you see number 333, that's all about get creative with the situation. Think outside the box. Be creative. Do something different, okay? Also, that has to do with communication. Open up the lines of communication. But I do see that there's some kind of a person also who's coming into your life. It could be you, right? Or it could be you're going to start to attract people, new people who are adventurous, who are, kind of take you out of your little box. People who are they make you feel excited about life. It's a very exciting type of energy. There's a lot of passion here also, passionate. And I feel like you're going to tap back into this new passion of yours, whether it's a new passion or whether it's a passion of yours that maybe you've been neglecting for a while. But I see here that there's a decision that you're going to have to make in the near future also, whether you stay or you go. You do it this way or you do it that way, right? You do this or you do that. Like there's some kind of decision here that you need to make. Now you also have here distorted. My views on relationships are distorted from past experiences. So for a lot of you guys, your future self is telling you right now, okay, listen, the reason why you are seeing this situation in this way, it's scary, right? Or why you're experiencing toxic people, toxic energies all around you, or why you're feeling stuck, whatever it is. It's because right now you've got to fix the views that you have on relationships based on your past experiences. And that's exactly what I'm trying to say with the devil here. There is some kind of situation that is toxic because you are looking at it from a place of this illusion that is scaring you. It's scary to go there, right? But that's a perspective. That's just you wearing these glasses of the past, of because something happened to you in the past. And for a lot of you guys, if you have unresolved trauma, unresolved, issues, you're now looking at these new people, these new experiences, your current circumstances, your current situation with the lens of the trauma that has gone unhealed from the past. Okay. Of course, if this is not you, this could be a person that you are dealing with. This person having a very distorted view on relationships because of their past experiences. Okay. But even if that does happen, like say, for example, you're attracting somebody here who isn't acting the way that you want them to act. They're not doing what you want them to do. And, you're like, they're toxic, they're this, they're that. There's been this trend. I feel like it's become a trend where people accuse everybody of being a narcissist. Accuse everybody, of being toxic just because they're not doing what makes you feel comfortable. Listen, relationships are not just about rainbows and butterflies 24/7 all the time, okay? There has to be challenges. There are challenges. There's got to be that dark and the light, the yin and the yang, in order for your soul to grow. So I'm sensing here that for some of you guys, whoever is pointing the finger continuously, yep, that person is toxic. It's them. Yep, it's them. Yep, that's not me. It's them. It's also you. There's two people here, and the devil's right behind them. Okay? Now, you're keeping yourself stuck to that person. How? Because of your frequency. Your frequency is a match. It's a perfect match to this toxic energy. Okay? Whether you get triggered or not, because a lot of people are like, oh, well, how, right? If that person cheated, then that means that I'm a cheater. No, not like that. That means that this person is your mirror, right? You are resonating on a frequency that is aligning with that person's energy, that is creating this kind of sense of they're toxic, of they are the ones that are doing something to me. When in reality, ask yourself, what is it about me? What is it about you that keeps attracting this type of energy into your life? Okay? Because it's kind of like, attracting people, situations, circumstances, that prove what your subconscious mind and thoughts have been telling you the whole time. Why? Because you don't want to do the work, and the work is the shadow work, taking off the blindfold of denial. Okay, because this is also if you're pointing the finger and saying, "Yep, it's them, it's always them." What part of you is running away from you doing the work as far as you now healing? That could be an example, right? You healing. You don't want to do the healing. You don't want to do the work as far as asking yourself those deeper questions about why is it that you're resonating in this frequency? What is it about your emotions that you're unable to resolve that you feel like this other person can resolve for you? It's like, because you cannot regulate your own emotions, you cannot regulate your own worth and value, you need someone to co-regulate them for you. You need someone to validate the fact that you are worthy, even if it's toxic, right? Even if it's toxic. That kind of thing. Now, we're going to be going deeper into this because, like I said, we can go on and on, but we're going to go deeper into this in the extended reading. And in the extended is where we're going to dive deeper into who this person is, their subconscious thoughts about you, their deeper feelings, emotions for you, their next moves, actions towards you, how the situation is all going to turn out and unfold for you, what will be the final result, and we will end the reading with any messages from Spirit. So before we do that, let's jump right into your final message? What is your final message for this reading? Yeah, okay. I mean, it's loud and clear, okay? The writing is literally on the wall. It's everywhere. It's on the wall. If you want to keep your glasses on, that's fine. You can go about life, okay, with your glasses on. You're not going to like it because that means that you are choosing misalignment. And when you continue to choose misalignment, what you are doing is you're spiritually bypassing, okay, something. You're not allowing this new consciousness of truth to enter your reality. So you have here none other than change of direction. I feel like I've been telling you this for like the past readings, and it's like your frequency is still, for a lot of you guys, it's still kind of in between the old and this new version, and you're like, okay, you're, again, it's this one, it's the Page of Pentacles. You're not stepping in fully. You're just not stepping in fully. You're just kind of like trying still to live in the matrix, in a sense, you know, when you already know it's fake. You know, you already know it's not real. You already know that you control the reality of it. So change of direction with Uncle Cow. It's a Chinese deck. Change is necessary and inevitable at this point. And it is in your favor. It may feel uncomfortable. Change always comes with feeling uncomfortable, okay? Especially if you are very fixed in your energy, like it's hard for you to make changes, or at least that's what you're telling yourself in your mind. It's difficult to make this change. It's more difficult for you to stay and remain in the energy that you are in right now than to make that change. But you don't know that until you actually do it, until you actually change something, right? So change is necessary and inevitable at this point, and it is in your favor. Your intuition has been alerting you. Your intuition has been alerting you that a change in your approach and your outlook must occur. I mean, I literally, you guys, I just got chills. I cannot make this stuff up. Your outlook. What are we talking about? We're talking about illusions. Okay, we're talking about how you can now, like, say for example, if you're living in the matrix, right? We all are. And somebody tells you, whispers in your ear, hey, that person who's trying to trigger you, they're not real. They're actually fake. They're just like a robot, right? What would you do? Would you still get triggered and as angry as you have been getting? I sure hope that that's a no. So this is kind of like saying exactly that. It's time for you to change your approach. How would you change your approach if you realized, oh, wow, that situation isn't real? I can actually change it by changing me, by changing myself, by changing my approach, my behavior, how I see it, right? Your outlook on it, on life, on your circumstances, whether this is career-related, love, family, friends, whatever this is, or all of it. And now is the time to act. Take action. Again, I cannot make this stuff up. It's time for you to finally take action. Now is the time to act. Make your move. Change of direction. Now let's jump right into your extended. And in the extended is where we dive deeper into the situation, into the other person's subconscious thoughts about you, their deeper feelings, emotions for you, their next moves, actions towards you, how this entire situation is all going to develop and turn out for you. And we're going to go ahead and get a final message from source. Okay, so that final message will tie everything up for you. If you want to watch a link to the extended, you can watch that link to the extended down in the description box below. You will find that link. For any personal readings, also, you can find the link to my personal readings down in the description box below. And check out all of your monthly readings, your mid-monthly readings, all of your last week's readings, blessings readings, love readings. You can find all of those links to your sign down in the first comment that I pinned down below as well. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, comment down below. Take very good care of yourselves, and until next time, bye-bye. And right now, all of my personal readings are $20 off using the special discount code GOODLUCK20. You can check the personal reading link down in the description box below. In the extended reading, I go into the other person's subconsciousness, their deeper thoughts about you, their deeper feelings for you, their next actions, moves, and more. And thank you all so much for all of your positive feedback for the extended reading. I am so glad that you guys are loving the extended reading so much. So again, if you want to check out the link to the extended, the link is down in the description box below. And check out my website at genamoon.com. Click on shop. I do have new jewelry pieces, rings, bracelets, crystals, necklaces, and so much more for both men and women. So check that out at genamoon.com and click on shop, and follow me on Instagram at Gena Moon Official, as I will be posting more on there.